Okay. Hello. Welcome, everybody. There we go. My webcam wasn't working for a second. Hi. Howdy. Welcome or welcome back. Today we are going to be playing more Honkai Star Rail. We are going to be continuing the main story again because I'm pretty far behind where the main story is right now. So I got some catching up to do. Probably going to be playing the interlude where Fei Xiao and Jiaoqiu get introduced, because I haven't done that one yet. And I want to meet both of them because they seem like fun characters. And then whenever we get done that, we will be moving on to like the actual main story again, not like interlude stuff. I did a shit ton of grinding yesterday, because I've been desperately trying to get the Herda before her banner ends, because her banner ends in like 5 days. I want to say I started at like 35 pity after losing my 50-50 to Yanqing. And now I'm at 68. And I have one pull ready to go. The Herda has the chance to be the first character ever to come home on pull number 69. We are praying. We want this so bad. I want this because I think it would be funny. Thank you for the resub. Apparently there was a false resub notification, but whatever. Thanks anyway. Anyway. Please. She has the chance to be so funny. Please, the Herda. Oh my god. Nobody wants to be funny. No characters ever come home on 69. It's so sad. Sunday was this close, but he came home on 68 instead of 69 because he's a man of God and he refuses to be funny. We hate to see it. This is so sad. That was her one chance. No characters want to be funny in this game. No characters want to be funny in Genshin either. Oh, congrats to the winners. No characters want to be funny in Genshin either. They don't come home on 69 in Genshin either. Sad. Anyway, so as we get... Because I'm getting so high up there in pity, I'm at 69 now, so I should realistically have Herda within like the next 10 pulls. So we're just going to start... As soon as I have enough Jade to be able to do a pull, or I get a ticket, whichever comes first, I'll just be throwing them on the banner so that we can get her as soon as possible. So just as I complete quests and that sort of thing, we'll just be throwing them on there. So New Venture on the 8th Dawn, I think, is like the actual main story for us to leave Penacony and go to Amphorius, if I'm remembering correctly. But we don't want to do that one yet. We want to do... Wait, which one of these is the... Foxy and Tale of the Haunted is the Fixtral Garden one. I don't know what the fuck the Banana Outrage one. I'm guessing this is the Rappa interlude, maybe? Jolted Awake from a Winter Dream is the Bellabog one. I think that's like a super old one. Finest Duel Under the Pristine Blue. I think that's the Lafu symbol, right? Homecoming Wardance? Is this the... Yeah, okay. Before embarking on the next step of their journey, Express received comms from Xianzhou Lafu. Jing Yuan extended an invite to all wanderers to join the Wardance. Okay, I think this is the right one, right? Rappa is bananas. Finest fuel under the pristine blue. Okay. Finest... I said fuel instead of duel? Oh, it's finest duel. Did I read duel? Okay. Anyway, this is the one that we're doing. Because I want to go meet Fei Xiao. I have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly. Every time I come to the ship, they tell me about this. Is this because of the interlude? Oh, you typed fuel. Oh, okay. You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly.
What's that, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
Wait, hang on. My nose is already running. I got a BRB. It's like my nose and my sinuses know as soon as I start streaming. Because as soon as I start streaming, I start sneezing. And my nose starts running for no fucking reason. And I have to get up and get a Kleenex. It's super annoying. Anyway. It's got a message from the Lafu. Looks like it'll conflict with the original schedule. The message says a little robot side quest on the ship. Which robot side quest? Hi, Jingyuan.
Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary Wardance.
Okay.
Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
My presence?
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
You got gifted a little robot. It was the first thing that popped up when you and I started playing again. Himiko and Walter sitting near the robot gifted to you. I see. I haven't noticed yet. Trailblazing is all about having fun.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go.
Exactly.
Blast? Expedition? Yeah, wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast.
She's so cute.
We should leave March behind to take care of the express?
Stop being mean to her. I'm gonna throw you outside into space.
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
Funny. Very funny.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the Wardance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's
Okay.
what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
That is true. She does have a point.
No need to worry. The War Dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships.
Oh, sure, because we've never run into a crisis on the Lafu
Aside
before.
from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
We've seen before? Is this a quest I didn't do?
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
We accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal? Oh my.
Certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Oh, I'm sure Madame Herta wants us to deliver things to Ron May, her favorite scientist.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Lafu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Lafu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron Mei and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you two think?
I want to play with fossils too.
Himeko and Mr. Yang will be busy with serious research. Besides, fossils can't compete with martial contests when it comes to fun, right? Plus, you're the only one with so many friends on the Lafu.
Me?
I'll be lost if you don't come along. You've gotta lead the way.
Dan Hung is from there, though I guess he doesn't have very many friends there, to be fair. But wasn't March with us when we went to the Lafu? Doesn't she know some of those people, or was that one of the expeditions that she sat out on? Was that the one that she didn't come with us?
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Lafu.
Discuss travel plans with other members of the crew.
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
Oh, she was there. She called Jing Yuan a beautiful woman and hit on Yukong 8 times. Oh yeah, that's true. She was in Lady Heaven while we were there. Then why does she think that I, the Trailblazer, am the only one who has friends there? Dan Hung's from there, and she's been there before. March's social anxiety, she always makes excuses for the Trailblazer to be with her. That's true. She doesn't always like being alone unless she's shopping on Penacony. That was like the one time that she decided she wanted to go by herself somewhere.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
True. Conversation between two adults brims with complex jargon from a... Okay. Have a safe trip.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs.
Real? Hell yeah. What's wrong, Pom Pom? Hi. What's weighing on your mind? Wait, this is a quest. I'm heading out. My goofy ass is drawing a Glayab. Nice. Good.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun.
Fossils are cool as hell, though.
By the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so.
But that's what sightseeing is all about.
Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Drawing hard, why do I keep picking beautiful women to draw? I mean, they make for good drawing subjects.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories, you know?
It hasn't been that long since we've been to the Luofu. Like, almost every one of the interludes brings us back here. So here's something for all, poem by March 7th. What memories?
Well, it's nothing too poetic. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived at the Xianzhou ship. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth.
True, but again, we've been here multiple times. Every interlude takes us back here.
Quite unusual, I must say.
If I say definitely unusual, she's gonna do the thing she always does, where she's like, "Stop saying the same thing that I say." We're so easily pleased.
Such is the fate of us nameless, I suppose.
Wow, she liked something I said for once. Hi, Yanqing. So the Skyfaring Commission's noticed that the Express is docked on the Xianzhou. Are you guys in the Luofu already? Just got to Starskip Haven. Yep, fresh off the train, we're now at Starskip Haven. Heh, the General sent me to welcome you all at Starskip Haven. See you in a bit. Fixtrel was set in a weird part, though. It is technically another fleet, and that was fraught with you being arrested immediately and haunted. This is your first time back in the Luofu with no hauntings or murderings. I thought there was another one of the interludes where we came back here. Was that really the only one? Because I guess the Rappa one, I have literally no idea where the Rappa one takes place.
Said General Jinyuan sent him to welcome us, but where is he?
And the other one's in Bellabog.
It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
Rappa's in Penacony? Oh. Okay, I see. Hi, D-Ting. He's so cute.
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment.
Hi, what's up?
Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony.
March, they're standing right there. They can hear you.
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Lafu?
Kind of.
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it.
We've heard of it.
We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
I mean, surely the locals would know more than I would. I'm not from here, and I only remember a couple of the places here. Why don't you ask the locals?
But the locals were all like, come on, there's nothing worth seeing on the Lafu.
Oh,
It's so
yeah.
boring here.
Fair enough. Locals do say shit like that sometimes.
Can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony, I'd probably struggle to answer too.
There's a ton of things to see on Penacony. What do you mean?
That's why we're asking fellow tourists.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the Wardance. And that's why we're here too. Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet.
So it's an even larger than a regular star skiff.
No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a civilian star skiff.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the Wardance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here.
No, I'm not. What do you mean? Dan Hung is from here. Well, maybe don't climb on top of the Ambrosial Arbor. That's a good way to get arrested. Fixtral Garden is full of ghosts and spirits, so that could potentially be an interesting experience. I don't remember what Orem Alley is, if I'm being honest with you. But the Scale Scourge Waterscape is really cool. That's a very interesting and very pretty place, but I don't know if they'll be allowed to go there, because isn't that specific to, like, the dragon folk? Aren't most people not allowed to go there? What is Orem Alley? Is that like the shopping district? I don't remember what that is. I'm gonna say the Scale Gorge, because I think that place is the prettiest. They might not be allowed to go there, though.
That's indeed a good idea. While the dreamscape on Penacony is all artificial, Scale Gorge Waterscape is a
good pick.
celebration of nature's resurgence.
Maybe it's open now that we did the quest stuff there. I haven't done the quest stuff there, but I'm supposed to have done, like, the Dan Hung stuff and the Bailu quest stuff. Outside of the main quest, I haven't really done a lot of the side quest stuff in this game. Are people allowed there now? Apparently. I don't know. I guess so. Maybe we did something in Dan Hung's quest or something that made it more open to the public.
Awesome. I love being out there in nature. Let's go to Scale Gorge Waterscape first.
I'm a bit worried that nature-themed dream bubbles might be outdated. But hey, let's go check it out anyway.
I mean, Fixtral Garden is haunted, so I mean, that could have been a good dream bubble choice, actually, to be honest with you. Some people might have wanted to be scared by ghosts, but climbing on top of the arbor will get you arrested. So maybe don't do that one. And Orem Alley, I don't remember what that is. If that's the shopping district, I think that would probably be boring.
Yenqing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
You did do the Scale Gorge stuff. You fixed it up in the main story, I guess, because you kill Fantilia? Is that the only time you go there? I thought Dan Hung's quest took you back there. I've never played it, so I could be entirely wrong. I guess it's more open now than it used to be. Why are you depressed? What, am I blocking your view? Just a moment, I'm about to fly away. Where are you flying to? No idea. I don't even know where I want to fly toward, so why not just fly to the other shore? I plan to fly down from here and end my existence. I will say goodbye to my short aviating existence. Don't try to deter me. I've already made up my mind. Please do not attempt to imitate me under any circumstances. Just don't do it. I do not want to bear the responsibility for a stranger's life. What, are you still trying to talk me out of it? Don't think yourself into a corner. Ah, you're right. I have far too little RAM to understand such complex matters. You're a kind person. I'm willing to talk with you for a moment more. I've actually tried to self-destruct on many occasions, but every time I plunge to a certain depth in the port, something called the Heron Express safety system will automatically take over my movement components, and then I fly back up here. Without any bodily autonomy, I can't even decide when I can end this life. Is there any meaning to living such a life as a bird? What would you say? If humans had no autonomy over your own bodies, wouldn't you feel hopeless about life? This is a lot to just walk into. I don't want to say something pessimistic, because this bird is already depressed. I will say I would rise up in resistance. Resistance? This shows that you are incredible. In the future, you will become... No, you probably are a great person right now. I understand myself. I'm but a little tiny minuscule bird bogged down with sorrow, one who wishes to flight yet is altitudinally challenged. A bird such as myself shouldn't confront life head on. I should come to terms with life. After speaking with you, I feel as if I've been enlightened. Never mind, I no longer wish to end my existence. This life is good. Okay, that's great. I'm happy for you. Are all Psycranes such gifted orators? Not as far as I know. The Psycranes of Heron Express are used for courier services. They are all busy rushing to their destinations. There's no need for Psycranes to come equipped with a chat function. Now that I think about it, how can I talk? All I remember is suddenly I'm able to speak. I can't recall any specifics. I don't want to ask this one. That seems mean. What do you plan to do now? I would go back to my courier job. Perhaps my former life was not so terrible. Allow me to give you some recommendation. Go and find Zichao, who works at Heron Express. You can mention my name. Darn it, I don't even have a name. Tell her you're the one who convinced me to return to my position. Perhaps you'll receive some kind of reward. Consider it my gift. Goodbye, dear stranger and friend. Okay, well, never kill yourself, chat.
Everyone, this way.
It might, but I know you fix that place with him because he's a dipshit. True. Oh my god, Kafka poster.
It's been a while.
Hi, Yanqing.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But Yenqing.
Oh my god, Blade on the
you?
poster.
What's up, Miss March?
Is he what?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yenqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
Yeah, you're definitely taller. I love agreeing with March.
Really? The General is always worried I won't grow much taller.
but I keep telling him not to worry about it. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskiff Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who have come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Lafu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing, both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
The Yao Qing?
Yeah. The Xianzhou Yao Qing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much about it. But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yao Qing always sends back reports of great victories, which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yao Qing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch.
It's true.
I wonder if it's true.
It's true. That's real. Factual.
If only I could witness her prowess with my own eyes.
It's true. She can kill 24, actually.
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Jing Yuan is so cute. Yeah, he's adorable.
I agree.
She agrees. Hell yeah. This is why March is my goat. Garar.
All units, assemble quickly. Get ready to protect the crowd.
You just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
These are both kind of mean.
We'll go with you.
Oh, cutscene. Are these Borison? Rawr.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Hell yeah. Get their asses. Enemies with this mark can enter Moon Rage state. After enemies use attacks, apply 1 stack of Bloodlust to enemy units that can trigger Moon Rage. When Bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters the Moon Rage state. At the same time, the Moon Rage countdown appears on the action order. When the countdown's turn begins, Moon Rage is dispelled across all enemy units. Okay. Why are there Boris in here? Trust me, I'm familiar with Moon Rage enemies. You sure are.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Luckily, these are just story guys, so they're not going to be too terribly difficult, but we might run into the big boy at some point. Aw, but they're just pupy. Look at them go. What's her name? Yun Li? Is that Yan Xing's girlfriend? Hey, girl.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Isn't that his sword? Oh, okay. See ya. Was that Yen Li? I don't know. Is that her name? I wasn't around when she got introduced. Is this her introduction, or have we seen her in a quest somewhere before?
Wait, my sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. Find out what's going on.
Jingyuan matchmaking these two is so cute. Yeah, he wants a girlfriend for his son. This is her intro. Oh, okay. I think her name is Yun Li, right? Is there a... Oh wait, that's not the... Where's the... Isn't there a list of all of the characters somewhere? Where is she? Yeah, Yun Li, that's her name. Yeah. Wait, what? She's the darling granddaughter of the general of the Zhuming. I see. That's cute. Yeah, it is Yun Li. She came out around this time. Yun Li is cool, but people hate her.
Think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
People hate, like, most of the female characters in this game, so, like... It's not surprising. Actually, people hate a lot of the characters in this game in general. The Hoyoverse fanbase never trusts their opinions on anything. They hate their own game and the characters in it.
Sorry, but we've been...
How's the volume, by the way? Is it too low? Do I need to turn it up?
We figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Lafu. And it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Lafu must go through inspection.
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisin.
Yeah, they hated that she is so assertive for like a teenager. I don't know how old Yun Li and Yanqing are exactly, but they might be like 15, 17. Like, who cares how assertive she is? Well, she's also the granddaughter of the general of one of the fleets, and Yanqing is also very assertive and, like, hot-headed. They're kind of like a good pair. They're both being raised to become the future leaders of their respective, like, fleet ships. Like, don't we want them both to be, like, strong and assertive and capable? Maybe a touch quiet on the dialogue could go up 1 or 2. Okay, I bumped it up in the master volume, but I can bump it up again if it's not enough.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
Is that volume better? People are sickos and prefer shipping Yanqing with his dad. It's true. They sure do. It's very gross.
Who do you think you are?
Wish that wasn't true. It's better? Okay.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the Wardance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven?
Like, he's just as assertive as Yun Li is. They're kind of the perfect match. They're also both very spirited and very, like, hot-headed and very impulsive. Because they're, like, teenagers.
According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Zhuming's diplomatic vessel.
Is that how you say it? Chuming? Not Zhuming?
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Zhuming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue.
Oh, it is Zhuming, but he said Chuming the first time.
Pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
Borisin pirates?
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Lafu, and the Zhuming envoys saved them?
Honestly,
oops,
it's
sorry.
a headache too. The Zhuming diplomatic ship had adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Lafu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Lafu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borison desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
I see.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more
Is that
details
Dia's
from
voice
others
acting?
so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Yanqing's VA? Sounds like Dia.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the Wardance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Oh, I think people was correct. They're kobolds? Sweetie, they're not kobolds. Did you call them the Borison?
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borison. They're abominations of abundance.
Aren't they
We've
people?
been fighting them for a very long time.
Are they just monsters? I thought they were people.
The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago.
Just as terrible as the Swarm disaster? I don't know. The Swarm disaster was pretty catastrophic. They are monsters? They're an actual genuine beast race? I see, I see.
Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Shenzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges.
Who doesn't have a grudge against the IPC at this point?
Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum.
Other abominations of abundance can be human, but these guys are just werewolves. I see.
I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report
She
at the
did.
Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
She definitely did it on purpose. It's gotta be quite the show.
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all. All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
She's probably one of the only people running around the ship with no shoes on. And holding giant swords and swinging them around at everything.
There are a lot of troublemakers around.
Okay, suspicious man. Hi, Ting. I like that he turns to look at me when I turn to look at him. He's just a little guy.
It's been a long journey, Elder Hwyatt. Thank you for your presence.
Elder Hwyatt.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
Isn't that Yunli's peepaw? Who the fuck is that? Isn't that Yunli? Yeah, there she is.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't
Oh my god,
worry,
Jing
you're
Yuan.
just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Hi. I dreamed about you on Penacony? We actually did, that's true. Did you miss us?
Sure, how couldn't I have? It's
Ah.
we find such moments to reunite and enjoy one another's presence.
Oh, stop.
Since when did he and General Jing Yuan become such good buddies, Dan Heng?
Why are you jealous?
Be having a great time.
What do you mean? Why are you jealous?
A lot must have happened without our knowledge. At least I hope that's the case.
What does that mean? What are they insinuating? What have I been getting up to with Jing Yuan?
Allow me to introduce you to General Hua Yin.
Hi.
He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
Hi.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Hua Yin is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Hua Yin.
Jinx.
It's my honor to meet you, General Hua Yin.
She's so cute. Glad to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lawfu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jing Yuan?
Oh my god, he talked about us? Wow.
The Ambrosial Arbor Crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and him. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the Wardance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
I should probably do his quest at some point. I don't really know much about the Imbibitor Lune.
You're more than welcome, General Hua Yin.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming Wardance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
Yoon Lee. Hi.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become...
Her little crown and her little outfit are so
She
cute.
helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
What do you mean, girl, you knew. Don't play.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back?
right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield.
He didn't lose it. You stole it from him. I saw it happen.
As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target.
No, it didn't. She pulled it out of the Borisin's prisoner.
By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten
Am
away.
I misremembering? Is she gaslighting me?
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back? So much for Lafu's sword masters.
Navia VA? Real?
What did you just say? If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you.
Oh, it is.
Nope. You tried to get down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone.
Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? You just took it and ran away. How is he supposed to get it back from you?
With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it. Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
She's gaslighting us.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Boris.
Oh, the young people these days, so spirited.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yunli, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
She definitely does.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yoon Lee is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered.
I mean, so is Yanqing, though. They have a lot in common.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now,
Moisturizer lotion I put on my hands is not soaking into my hands. It's making them all slimy and gross feeling. Well, not slimy, but it just hasn't fully soaked in. Very uncomfortable.
I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenience.
Where's her shoes? Get this girl some fucking shoes.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yoon Lee. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit
Lingsha?
Lingsha. She just arrived in the law.
We're gonna see Lingsha too? Wow, there's so many new characters in this interlude.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back.
Yeah, well.
See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive.
Don't get aggressive.
Make it clear that the Xianzhou Law Fu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
If you have to specify, don't get aggressive.
I'm sorry for Yanqing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yoon Lee like that, even a training dummy would be angry. You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought. Yanqing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yun Li is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the Wardance because I want to broaden her horizons.
Hey girl, you're already gaslighting people at 15 or whatever.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Juming, the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
Glad to meet you, Miss Yun Li.
Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the Wardance?
I'm just a tourist.
So, you're not a participant? You look like you know your way around a fight. Well, you can still sign up. The Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders.
Really? What's the Flame Wheel Octet the General spoke of?
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Juming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Juming swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
I mean, your grandpa kind of has a point. Aren't you coming with us?
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yanqing doesn't seem too happy about me
Little
tagging
Yanqing.
along.
But you did take his sword.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different.
It's not. It's the same thing.
Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him, you claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now?
Okay, girl. What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
was planning to take this chance to return it to him, but now I've changed my mind.
Chat, we've got a compulsive liar of a teenager on our hands.
I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry. So he can forget about it for now.
That's none of my business. You guys can work that out together. You scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation on your scalp at the thought of the impending troubles Yanqing will face. While you're distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own, her whereabouts unknown. Okay, well, good luck with that. Yun Li's hilarious, good for her. There's something wrong with her. She's very funny.
Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan.
Why would they all be like Jing Yuan? Also, what do you mean like Jing Yuan?
But that General Hua Yan, he looks so thin and scraggy.
He's
As if even a
old.
light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
March, people get old sometimes.
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jing Yuan said, right? General Hua Yan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Juming.
Why does he look so old? Because he's old. There piece more than meets the eye.
Don't you find
Transformers.
it strange? Do Xianzhou people age?
Yes, of
I
course
rarely
they
see any
age.
old people on the Xianzhou ship. And when I do, they're usually travelers.
We've learned about this before. They have long life species that like can live for hundreds if not thousands of years depending on which species they are, and when they start to reach like a certain like super old age, a lot of them get Mara struck and go crazy and turn into monsters. It's probably why you don't see any super old people very often, though actually Jing Yuan is super old.
But General Hua Yan looks like an ordinary old grandpa.
Girl,
Is he
let
really
it go.
a Xianzhou general?
This for the third time, yes, he is a general.
Good question. He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
to live a little longer.
So you believe that he's powerful then, if you won't ask.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yan Qing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss. Let's not waste any time here.
This is the report Qing Zhu just sent me.
Who's Qing
Let me
Zhu?
take a look. Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Oh boy, another run-in with the IPC for us. Is this some kind of test from the general?
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble.
True.
Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Let's go. After watching Yan Qing and the others leave.
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the Wardance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jing Yuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives.
Sure.
However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you.
Beishao.
Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huaiyan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
What? Jiaqia's here? Oh my god. Wow, hi.
As soon as she
Matza?
disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
Wow, 2 kings on screen. Wow, hey guys, what's up? Oh my god, Jiaqia is so cute. I love him.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
Oh, of course, she sends Moza and Jiaqiao as her 2 messengers because they're her favorite guys. Oh, sure.
We are Jiaoqiao and Moza, retainers
Moza?
of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter
Moza.
Generals.
Okay. Some different characters pronounce his name differently, so I wasn't sure on how you're supposed to say it. I didn't notice he had these like little side windows for his tits. Okay, I see you. Moza and Jiaqiao, okay. Oh, they're her retainers. They're not just her friends, they're both her retainers. So these are like her 2 right-hand guys and her wives, I guess.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead.
They are her wives.
What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than
I got distracted by the retainers. Honor to meet you. It's not true. She's been here a while. I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature. As soon as she disembarks on the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
coming here?
Makes sense.
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale
Master.
Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Genuine? This person is being sarcastic.
This person.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Drat, I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
No, you didn't. You, in fact, demanded her to, and then she said, no, fuck you, and then left. I'll go get it for you.
No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huayan's visit?
It's definitely because Fei Xiao was here to beat the shit out of him.
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhu Ming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
No, we actually just missed them.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
Unless she is the messenger, and she as the messenger sent her own messengers, which, funny.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
The Wardance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more.
They could be here to scope out the Luofu to see if they're, like, keeping it together.
Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Yeah, could be that too, I guess.
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself?
Jingyuan's evil. That's what it is.
Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
We can vouch for him.
The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the Wardance.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Yeah, well, you know, being a trailblazer and all that.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived. And rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
Is it Ling Sha?
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Heng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Finished my Aglaya doodle. Let's fucking go.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
Well, these are so mean. I don't want to be mean to her. I don't want to be mean to her. She's my Pookie. It's not her fault she's awkward. Please keep quiet, I guess.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment.
See, she's right. Don't be mean to her.
I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate
It'll be
your
Limsha.
kindness,
So cool. We meet all these new
dealing with
characters
the
all at once.
IPC's
Yeah, there's a
workers
lot.
can be tricky.
I wasn't
I'm
expecting.
afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
I wasn't expecting us to meet like 6 brand new characters in one interlude. I'm glad I did this. I didn't realize there was this many characters here.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
It's true. I don't want to end up in an IPC lawsuit.
What's with you turning into a scaredy cat?
Oh my god.
I didn't see you worrying about lawsuits when you wrecked that giant mech.
We've wrecked multiple giant mechs. You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Hey, D-Ting. Is he gonna do it? Oh, he's not doing it this time. There we go. Accompany Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission. Yeah, I'm glad
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In yours, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Peaches. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad I started doing this because this is there's a lot of characters here. Chat, we got it. I didn't realize we got enough for another pull. This is number 70. Pray for me. Chat, pray for me. Not even a 4-star. Oh my god. My horrible wife who hates me. We hate to see it. Okay, so 24 is going to be a little while until we get the next one. That's fine. Okay. I have to go use the restroom, so I will BRB for a couple minutes, and I will be right back, and then we'll get back to it. Okay. Let us get back into it. Okay. Company Yunjing to the Artisanship Commission. Hey guys. This guy's name is Scott.
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
I don't even remember what Orem Alley is, let alone what we may or may not have done there.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways.
His name is Scott.
But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance.
Orem Alley had an event there, but I have not done it either, so I can't help.
Keep detaining my cargo, and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
If you go up to the general level, they're gonna tell you the same fucking thing, dude. Apparently I know who this guy is. Hey Scott, what's up, man?
The same thing. Why do I keep running into you? You're staying on the Cienjo, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
True.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Saying howdy. Sorting out trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
It's not. You're being difficult for no reason.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest in Nishikwe. What's going on here?
Shikwe, that's a cool name.
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard him mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Apparently this guy's got a reputation.
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
Yeah, but if you got kicked off of the Lafu before, why were you even in the area?
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
Brother, what the hell are you shipping?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
It is their business though, because you're in their territory and you have things on your ship that you're shipping somewhere that are against their regulations. Why were you in this area if you didn't want to deal with their regulations? Why did you come here?
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Can we call up any one of our friends? I know a thing or two about convincing Scott. I don't know this man, but we'll say this for fun.
You helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
I definitely remember, and I definitely did whatever quest this is.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Well, I have to talk to him, so. At the end of the negotiation, if your morale is higher than or equal to your opponent's, it's considered a successful negotiation. Otherwise, it's deemed a failure. During the negotiation process, if either party's morale drops to 0, the negotiation immediately ends. Your negotiation choices will lead to different outcomes, which can either increase or decrease your morale. As you make choices, the negotiation progresses until the number of the negotiation rounds drops to 0, at which point the negotiation ends. During your negotiation, you can use negotiation strategies to apply various negotiation techniques to help you succeed. Here you can view your opponent's information. If you're unsure about what to choose, click to view. Orm Alley is the shopping district. You go there in the main story, but not with this guy.
This guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
But there's an event there, but we have not done this. I doubt this guy matters much. The representative stationed on Xianzhou by the IPC, he picks on the weak, but fears the powerful. His experience in the IPC has taught him that he has to abide by the rules, at least on the surface. Okay.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Xianzhou Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Emotional trigger, I guess?
Huh? Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense.
Good one. Well, it worked on him. I don't know what to pick. I'm so not familiar with this guy that I don't know what I'm supposed to choose. Make proposals from the legal perspective? Because he follows the rules to an extent.
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Exactly. Easy.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms?
If we don't honor the terms, then you can hold us legally accountable. That's what a non-disclosure agreement means.
Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
I'm pretty sure that if they break anything, they can pay for it. I think they can pay for
Give
it.
us an exact amount, Mr. Scott. If there's any damage after the inspection, the the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you. provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
Detailed, Scott.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money.
Okay, but you lost, so like...
Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case.
All I had to say is we could just sign a contract and then you'll have to take it up with them, but you have to give us the actual value. You're not very good at negotiating.
Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Lingsha.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Lingsha.
I'm Lingsha, Cauldron
Lingsha.
Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Juming.
She just said that she's the Cauldron Master. She literally... Are you guys listening? She literally just said that.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Well, she said as long as you're not breaking any rules. But how do we know you're not?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young played a more reasonable attitude.
What's her angle?
Sidestep that altercation just now.
What's her angle? What's she getting at?
Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Cienjo and IPC, all biological ships
There we
can
go.
only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires.
Exactly. Yeah, she specifically said as long as you're not breaking any rules. Or like Link's dragon features. I think she's very pretty. I really like her, like the red and the scales on her arms and legs is very cool. And I like her little pointy ears and her eyes and stuff. She's very cool. I like her design a lot.
Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Good luck with that.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
Just threaten him. Easy.
Mr. Scott! Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
At least you wised up for once.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
Which one?
Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
I wasn't being chummy, I was being rude to you.
Is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off!
Now why do you guys have a mech that's shaped like a Borison? And is going to laser blast us? Sir? When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking the caster of Terror Grip once can dispel Terror Grip. I thought I read that wrong, but no, it did say Terror Grip 3 times. Is that Fushuen? God, I wish I had Fushuen. When Terror Grip ends, if the caster of Terror Grip is not attacked to dispel Terror Grip, then the affected ally will fall into the terrified state and become unable to perform actions. We've got a fear mechanic now.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Linsha kind of funny, she is kind of funny.
Ill fate descends. Still waters.
I'd be pulling for her if she's a little bit more of like a generalist, like
I weep
all-purpose healer. Fortunately, she's a bit situational for teams that I don't have.
Seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
By tapping on it gently? Bit unstable.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
March gets a crush on Ling Shin. She gets a crush on every woman we see. And like 2 men.
Please escort our IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
Specifically like pretty men though.
Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside, just like the craftsman feared.
There's biological tissues inside. Is there a person, a monster, or something grafted in there?
Can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Where do you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
Okay. Weird.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason
We should call Dr. Ratio about this. I love bothering him.
No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the 10 Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
After a while, everyone disperses and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Lingsha.
Miss Lingsha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenqing to be so...
Young?
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
Thank you.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
Oh, now she's all nervous because a pretty lady is speaking. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sure.
Still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Sure. Not like we got anything better to do. Oh, 60 jade. Huge. Wait, how much do we get for this one? Another 60? Oh my god. Wait, what are we at now? Oh, an achievement. Oh, 210 jade achievements? Oh my god. Hang on. Fuck, so close. By the time we finish this next quest step, that'll be enough for another pull. So there's that. We're well on our way. Sushang? Actually, no, wait, don't talk to her. I think she's there for another quest. I think she's there for some other side thing that I started a long time ago and never finished.
I'm here to pay my respects to the new Cauldron Master.
What are these shops here? Medicine master?
You're a realm-keeping commission officer?
Welcome, welcome. Don't have any secret home recipes, everyday medicines. You get away with such a nonchalant business attitude. In our line of work, a patient who needs medicine will have already planned out what they need to buy. People find a hard sell annoying. Some peace and quiet is probably better. I'm a person who likes peace and quiet, not to mention that I run a pharmacy. That's right, a pharmacy, so peace and quiet is best. If things are too bustling around here, it's not necessarily a good thing. Long life species earn their salaries the long way, you know? If it's okay with you, I'll just take a seat and have a sip of tea. I think these are yours. Documentation. Confidential documents from the Seat of Divine Foresight. It records the entire process of Youngren joining the Cloud Knights. Okay. Didn't expect you to have these documents. Highly confidential Cloud Knight information, and now I need you to come with me. I'm getting arrested? Are you going to arrest me? Arrest? No, not at all. You've done an excellent job, but this must be kept a secret. Let's go. Chad, I'm getting arrested? Wait, where is my contact? I definitely informed him about my arrival. Could it be? Something's terribly wrong. Look, I was going to ask my colleague to keep you safe, but he's not where he's supposed to be. Something must have gone wrong with the higher-ups. I think I've accidentally walked into a quest. I didn't mean to do this. Stay behind those boxes and don't come out unless I tell you to. Don't do anything stupid. Sure. Stick with me, okay? Youngren places himself in front of you to shield you from danger, then leads you to a hidden spot and tells you to hide there. Once you are sure of safety, only then you dare to turn to the side and observe Youngren closely. Okay, what the fuck did I just walk into? What side quest is this? No wonder Brother Cheng wasn't in his usual spot. It was you. You are the mole. Calm down. You're saying I'm the mole, but aren't you undercover too? Why so hostile against me when we're both moles? No, I'm nothing like you. I've been a servant of justice. It's funny how folks from the Seat of Divine Foresight never seem to fit in with the more dicey crowd, yet all believe you fit in so well. I've looked into your background. You're just a low-level Cloud Knight who's been undercover for years and doesn't have an official file on record of the Divine Seat of Divine Foresight. What makes you talk with such confidence? Save your breath. I thought we were brothers, and you betrayed everyone. Can you face our fallen brothers and sisters who died at the hand of the disciples of the Sanctus Medicus with a clear conscience? As I said, let's calm down. We've known each other for years, and I'm here to talk about us collaborating. Just give me a chance. What chance? I didn't have a choice before. They threatened me, so I had to join the Cloud Knights as an undercover agent, but now the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been exposed, so I want to take this chance to do the right thing. Yeah, sure, you can tell that to the counselors of the Seat of Divine Foresight. Come on, friend, just give me a way out, please. I'm sorry, but I'm a Cloud Knight. Ha! You don't even have official documents. Who'd believe that you're truly a Cloud Knight? But I do. Brother Cheng has my documents. This is where you're mistaken. His encrypted sign crane and jade abacus are now in my hands, along with your documents. Hee hee. You filthy traitor, I'll take you down today for the sake of the Cloud Knights. Please, you think you're the only one trained in Cloud Knights martial arts here? I pleaded with you for a chance to do the right thing, but if you won't listen, then I guess I'll have to... I don't know what side quest this is. Who are you? You? I'm Jing Yuan. Jing Yuan sent me. No wonder I've never met you before. In that case, Brother Young, I gotta get something off my chest that's been bothering me for years. This matter must be settled one way or another. Listen, I told you, I didn't have a choice. The disciples threatened my family, so I had to join the Cloud Knights as their mole. But I never hurt my comrades. I even used the techniques from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus to save many knights. And you, I even taught you my pharmaceutical skills. I knew you were a mole from the beginning. You really think you managed to evade the notice right under their noses with your incredible feats of espionage, Brother Young? Come on, it's me who's been covering for you. Your medical knowledge was terrible. It's been 10 years. They promised me I'd be free after 10 years, but now 10 years have passed and they asked for another 10. I'm done. I've had enough. I'd rather be a true Cloud Knight than a pawn for them. Please, give me a chance to do the right thing. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck this quest is. So this must have been like immediately after the Arbor crisis, I guess. I don't know what this is for. This is ridiculous. You hurt Brother Chang and now you're asking me to show you mercy. Why didn't you show him any mercy? I didn't hurt him at all. I just borrowed his Psycrane and Jade Abacus. You think I'm a fool? You just won't believe me, will you? Alright, how about we make a deal? As you see, I have your official documents. You promise not to expose my identity as an undercover agent, and I'll give these documents back to you. Otherwise... But I already gave them back to him. You did that Psycrane just... Wait, you're not really gonna kill me, are you? You know better than anyone what it's like to be a mole. I just don't want to live in fear anymore. I've sent all the information I know about the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and done my part. In my report, I stated it was you who provided the tip-offs. I suppose that means your mission is complete and you'll be back in the Cloud Knights in no time. As long as we keep it a secret, we'll both be fine. I'll have a chance to do the right thing and you won't need to stay undercover any longer. Alright, I promise you, but once I return, I'll verify Cheng's situation and the other details. If what you said is true, I'll keep your secrets to myself and nobody else will know. However, if... Don't worry, what I said is the absolute truth. I never want to be a mole ever again. Please keep this between us. I'm sorry for getting you involved in all this with the seed of divine foresight now, if you'll excuse me. Okay. You wondered what they experienced together and why all of that happened. That's true, that is what I'm wondering. However, the originally unsolvable dilemma has changed thanks to your intervention. It's something that Yangren didn't expect. I just wanted to open the shop and see what they had for sale and just give this guy back an item that I apparently had. Didn't know that I had the item. What is this? It's a little papercraft tiger or something. It's cute. Where am I now? Where did they put me? Okay. Well, we're here now. Is that guy still over here? Can I buy stuff? What does he even sell?
You say you're a realm-keeping commissioner?
Working as a traveling healer.
What do you sell? The fuck is this? Heals one ally for 1 HP. Heals one ally for 10 HP. Okay.
I've been waiting years for my turn. Does that guy work?
All these years, and the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
How do they have an entire ocean on the ship that's flying around in space?
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
True.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Oh, everyone hates Yaosha's pretty tree that they made as a gift for you? Fucked up. Ungrateful.
Once a seed is planted, no matter
matter how long it takes. It'll eventually sprout and bear fruit, in my humble opinion. The rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Cienjo sought to...
Literally, that's what I'm saying. She's the only one who gets it. Why such a serious topic all of a sudden?
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Linksha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Linksha.
Him being reborn to be just like a regular human guy instead of like a cool part dragon person like in Bybit or Lune is such a downgrade. He looks way cooler when he has his like dragon horns and stuff.
The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Linksha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
He can thank himself for the downgrade. True.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
Seeing as he is not meant to even exist after he did all that shit. Yeah. And he did all that shit, but he still retained part of the dragon soul, which is why Bailu's like that, but he's not even dragon guy anymore. What was the point of it all?
I see.
Thanks for the lurk, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your lurk.
Valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission.
Crows in the background.
Our Cienjo forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
Jing Yuan is evil? That's crazy.
Why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
True.
Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting ages for you.
you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission?
Can we get her some sandals or something at least so she's not walking around barefoot all the time? She's gonna step on something and hurt herself.
Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
They've met.
What a small world. You stole my sword.
Oh my god.
Give it back.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something? Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yun Li, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed.
Bro, your sword's a snitch.
Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword.
No, girl, you are the one. Stop making excuses. This is crazy gaslighting shit. You stole it. It's true that he hesitates or whatever, but you took it.
You really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking
That's
it
really
easy on
funny.
you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint.
I barely know anything about Honkai, but I appreciate the protagonist just sort of standing there without contributing to the discussion. That's so me. They do that a lot. There are many situations where the Trailblazer is just kind of standing there watching people talk like, okay, sure, you guys have something going on. I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours.
We got a gaslighting legend on our hands.
You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story. Poor flying sword.
What, never let slip their weapon. Girl, it's a flying sword that he throws as a projectile. That's what it's supposed to do.
Fine. You don't have to give it back because
Oh
I'll
my
take
god.
it back myself.
Oh my god. Oh, to be young and at the whim of impulse.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
She keeps goading him into wanting to fight, and then somebody steps in and goes, hey, stop fighting. And she goes, oh, then I guess we won't have to. And she runs off. Oh my god, what a troublemaker.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Now that's a good idea.
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring. It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Hi, Champa, what's going on? Welcome back, nice to see you.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
You just said you weren't going to, you little pathological liar. Oh my god. There's something wrong with her, I think. Oh, I'm doing okay, how are you?
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Sure. Got too into a webtoon again? Which one?
Medicus were eradicated. Their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within 15 minutes wins.
Lingsha, as always,
You're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
She is like on a level of being a hater that I've never seen from a character in this game. She is so difficult about everything all the time.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Crazy shit. Oh, I have to play this guy. Yeah, sure. What the fuck? Wait, he took the place of one of my characters. Okay, hang on, I gotta move my team around. Why is Sunday almost dead? Whatever, this team is fine.
Right edge that can cut Jade.
I guess this is fine. Okay, we'll just talk to her.
Looks like my Let me say it again. The one who killed. Be careful when you draw your swords and make sure.
Can we?
Is that the one by Mary Mother? Clinic of Horrors. I am not familiar. When Yenli takes action, she will use attacks to defeat the enemy first. The number of enemies defeated by Yanqing and Yenli is recorded here.
Destined for
Okay. Do they have to specifically...
Someone who can't even hold on to his sword to actually have some skill.
So, wait, do I have to, like, leave them for... Oh, no, I'm winning with the bar. I was gonna say, do I have to wait and let Yanqing kill them, or does he get credit whenever anybody on my team kills one of them?
I weep.
Looks like that's the case.
It too shall fall.
Strike with heart.
Again.
My friends, indulge yourselves!
On the still waters of oblivion.
Oh, she got one. Pretty good.
Bladed flight. Swords descend.
They really did boost the speed of the, like, ×2 battle mode. Some of the ultimate animations are just, like, nonsense, because they're just going way too fast. Yanqing's, I guess he must have a long alt animation, because when it's in ×2 speed, I can't even tell what the hell is happening.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Strike with heart.
On the still waters of oblivion.
I win, Miss Yunli. You got lucky.
And she's a sore loser? Damn, who saw that coming?
Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa?
Well, okay, let's not be a sore winner.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
Okay, let's not be sore winners here.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Yeah, but that's all you did as well, though. Step off my grandson.
If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
Can we go talk to the guy who's the general from the other ship again? Because, like, she's impossible. They need a 1.5 speed, I think. Sometimes I like seeing the animations, but 1 is too slow and 2 is too fast now. That really is Navia's, yeah. You can really hear it in her, like, attack animation sounds. The way that she specifically goes, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, Fei Xiao! Oh, holy shit, there she is! She's cool as fuck. Hey, girl. Oh my god. Chat, look, points at the kid. Look, there she is. Holy shit, that was a cool entrance. She's so cool.
However, both of you have shortcomings.
Oh my god.
One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
She's so cool.
Who are you? Me. I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will.
You wouldn't have to seek out medicine from the Alchemy Commission if you ever let your doctor take care of you.
I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the Wardance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lafu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the Wardance's ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and we were just
I love how long her ears are. She's so cute.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
Her little smirk.
Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou.
She loves when people recognize her.
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou.
She loves when people type her up. You can tell.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the Vanquishing General. Known to all and unknown.
March is swooning in the background.
Vanquishing General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it.
A bit too narcissistic. Girl, you go around talking about how you're literally peerless and no one will ever get on your level because you're the coolest ever. What the fuck are you talking about? You are way more narcissistic than that. She's crazy.
There's a dozing general on the
Oh my god.
So I came up with a humble nickname
Yeah,
for myself.
see?
The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
See? See what I mean? Also, she came up with the nickname for herself. Qing Yuan's not the one who called himself the Dowsing General. Her little winky face, she's so cute.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over,
She's so
Yan
funny.
Qing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
You should give the sword back, though.
Here's your sword.
There we go.
Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
But you lost during the competition. You had to give the sword back, and then you were just told to bury the hatchet and put the grudge away, and now you're holding on to the grudge again. Fucking kids these days, my god.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao.
She's so cute, look at her.
Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay
Lamau.
the bill. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, You'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
The lacking general, lacking in the want to pay her bills. My god. Oh my god, my three goats.
You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours.
Oh my god.
So, what do you think?
Oh my god, all three of them on screen at the same time. This is my favorite throuple in this game.
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining.
Oh
At
my
least
God.
you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway,
My
this
God.
is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Zhao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live.
Yeah, but your wives care.
You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Okay, you emo motherfucker.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
But he's kind of cute. Bringing it back to something lighthearted. Okay, Moza. Is it Moja or Moza? I think they said Moza earlier.
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
Oh, I thought it was cute that he lightened the mood.
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Meanwhile, we return to the Exalting Sanctum.
Hey!
Those three have a cute dynamic.
Who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome.
Like I said, March swooning already.
When Yun Li swung that
fine, too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Yun Li is not graceful. Did you see the way she was hard landing and like swinging her sword around like it's a hammer?
You think so too, right?
No. Well, I mean, she's good. I just don't think she's graceful. Wait, are we talking about Fei Xiao or Yun Li? I don't think Yun Li is graceful, but she's impressive. Yeah, the general's cool.
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Well, why didn't you say that? I didn't have the option to.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March.
Why didn't you give him praise then?
Coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life in
Oh yeah, I
Blade's
forgot he
side.
did that.
With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
March saves her praise for beautiful women. She could only compliment Fei Xiao. She was complimenting Yun Li as well. She complimented everybody but Yanqing and then left Yanqing for me, but I didn't really have the option to compliment him.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the seat of divine foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Something important.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
That's unlikely. Oh, wait. Hang on, chat. Hello? Ah, some guy is using my characters. Chat, we have enough for another poll. This is, what are we at? Is this 71? I think we're at 71 now. Pray for me. Oh my god. My horrible wife who hates me. God damn it. Agony. Where are we going? Wait, can I heal my characters while we're here? Because, like, Sunday's... Oh. Wait, hang on. Sunday's, like, almost dead for some reason. There we go. I think that was... everybody that needed to be healed. Actually, go back to... Yeah, we'll go back to this one. No! Oh, I wanted to talk to her.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huai. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you.
Hi.
These
Nice to meet
three
you
braved
again.
Great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Fantilia.
Fantilia was cool
uncovering
as
the
hell.
Conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Fu Xuan.
Fu Xuan mentioned.
She's been summoned to the Yu Chui for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you.
Wow, real?
Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lawfu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others.
Get their asses. Yes.
But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
March, be nice. Don't just call him this old man in front of him.
Come to the Xianzhou Lawfu, but the document only says attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
What does that mean?
The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your
Who's the
kindness
Marshal?
and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here
Chat, who's the Marshal?
Marshal's orders?
I don't remember who the Marshal is.
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
Cool. Why are you always turning your back against the crowd and like staring off at a corner like you're always cranky all the time?
Yes, it's this case right here.
Okay. The case gleams with the muted luster, crafted from a material neither wood nor metal. Its surface is masterfully woven with metallic threads outlining an intricate pattern of lotus flowers. Chad, I need $50. They just released a Sims 2 Legacy Collection on Steam after years of people begging for the Sims 2 to get some sort of remastering so it can run properly on new PCs. I'm joking about that. Noted.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
Waiting for my goat to review it first. True.
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Juming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yenqing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yenqing.
Damn.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Lamau.
Not to be rude or anything, we've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Oh, of course you are, you little drama monger. Oh, I'm sure.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea.
There's already hard feelings between these two. His little mustache is cute. It looks like he has these little fangs here, like walrus teeth or something.
We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the Wardance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the Wardance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well,
Me?
Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two
March?
take as an apprentice?
March?
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
You were just talking about how cool you think the Lafu swordplay is. This is a perfect opportunity.
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of
Yeah, March gets her moment. Let's go.
not teach her the art of swordplay.
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General?
Is this where we get the imaginary March? I don't actually know what quest you have to do to get her. Is this where she comes from?
Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
What a character. March is sometimes. Did you think, Illy? Yeah, this is where we unlock her. Oh, real? That's awesome, because Imaginary March is really good, and I need her for a couple teams that I have. I'm glad I was doing this. I need to get earphones. It'd be much easier to watch streams. Yeah, it would probably help. Well, are you watching on your phone or your speakers? She comes from this interlude, and there's a little event you would have to do for her Eidolons and stuff. She might not be from this exact quest line. Okay, that's good to know. Because apparently she's really good, and apparently she's a good free-to-play option for like a bunch of different teams that I have. Just accept your fate, March.
Is this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Headphones, but with earphones, I can use one ear instead of forced to use two? True. Do you not like using the headphones for both at the same time? I need her for my face show team so bad I need to go through this interlude at night before bed. True. Yeah, she's actually good on a lot of teams.
This march is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped.
Exactly.
The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
Exactly. Yes, Marge.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony.
What an interesting character this is.
Oh, plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that mean everyone's stuck in a stalemate and unable to end their fights during the war dance?
Girl, why are you catastrophizing over this? She's so anxious all of a sudden. March, my neurotic Pookie. She's very neurotic. You should draw March. Sometimes I want to lie down, which is impossible with headphones. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's a good point, actually. Your earbuds would be very useful for that. Laying down with headphones really sucks. I'm so character drawing pilled lately. Good. Character drawing's fun.
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
True.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
I love that his hair makes it look like he's got like floppy dog ears. Or floppy cat ears or whatever. He's so cute.
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
They should have made him Foxian. His parents went through the process of doing a Foxian ritual with him when he was a baby. Why isn't he Foxian?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
That's what he just said. Time for you to become the best swordmaster on the Express. Won't be a walk in the park. It's all up to you, though. Yeah, she's gonna be the best swordmaster on the Express.
That way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
It's not what I said, but go off.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General YN.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's sword.
She's gonna be the swordmaster ever.
Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
She's so polite when she wants to be nice to someone.
General YN's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about? I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yoon Lee and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huaiyan wants us to stick around on the Lo Fu for some time.
But aren't we here to attend the ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Lo Fu's operations log that was given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the Wardance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses.
We knew that already. It's okay, King.
Disclosing this information earlier.
We knew that
In
already.
the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao.
Real?
Where you may need to
Fei
answer
Xiao.
her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
No problem. Answering questions is easy.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but as the Lawfu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the Wardance.
I know.
Aw. Normally, Fei Xiao meets with her.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long,
Yukong?
It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
Oh, two legends in one place.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong? Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights. And I was a pilot of the Lo Fu's Rainbow Fall Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying. Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
Her oversized ears are so cute. She's so fluffy.
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Odd name and peculiar temperament.
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today.
I heard from a reliable source that you don't let him be your doctor. Okay, sure. Retainer and personal healer. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they engage in a lot of healing together.
Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
Odd name and peculiar temperament. What does that mean? Does he have an odd name? I don't know enough about like Chinese naming conventions to know whether his name is odd or not, but I guess we'll have to take their word for it.
Safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huaiyan are here,